Today we're going to be talking about the Moto One 5G. We did a video last on the Moto Edge 5G. So what's the difference between the two? Well, I'll let you be the judge of that. Alright, so we're going to unbox this phone. So you have the 5G emblem on the back. You have the fingerprint sensor, which is also the power button. And you have your volume up and down. So everything is on the right side of the phone. You have your Type-C charging port. You have your 4 camera lenses. It says on the back 48 megapixel. You have your flash, of course, there as well. You do have a headphone jack. And you do have your speaker here for external speakers. Your SIM card is going to be on the side. This particular phone does have availability for adding extra storage. So you can have an SD card in this phone. And look at that, we actually get a charging brick. Very rare these days. So you have your Type A USB, right, which is that thicker part that's going to plug into here. And then you have your Type C, which is going to plug into the bottom of the phone. So let's start it up. I hold down the button. Let's see how long it takes to start up. I feel it vibrate. Powered by Android.
Hello, Moto.
Hey, there it is. So not too long, and we are already into the main screen of the phone. So now we're going to dive in and take a look at the actual phone itself and how it looks, how that system reacts. Alright, so here we are. Look at all the fingerprints, huh? I mean, generally you'll have a case on it. Couldn't read that before, I didn't have my glasses on. Gosh, I have them on, still can't read it. Old age is great, isn't it? Ultra wide, macro, quad pixel, 1.8, 1.6. Yeah. So we have here so I use my Apple Pencil. Does it work? No. So we have the power button here, right, which is also, if you push it twice, it'll come up with a shortcut menu, just like on the Edge, volume up, volume down. No buttons on this side. You get your 4 camera lenses. You've got, basically it has to do with the speakers here. And then you actually have a speaker here. And look at that, you've got a headphone jack. That's important to a lot of people. Yes, of course, you can use Bluetooth on most devices. Type-C, and then as you move the phone, it feels you're moving it. Hit the power button, the phone comes on. This is where if you wanted to do a fingerprint sensor, and then you figure, all right, so you're holding the phone. So most likely, if you're going to do a fingerprint sensor, it'd be your thumb, just because in how you touch and grab the phone. That's why they designed it that way. So you hit that power button. There's no lock, so we just scroll up and we are into the phone. So now say that we hit this button twice. Set a timer for 2 minutes.
These are the top results.
Oh, why do I have to click? Oh, because it heard me talking. Yes. All right, it wants us to sign into Google. You have, obviously, Google here. We can touch on it and start typing. It wants me to hit this here, or we can do this. Squid Game. Yeah, that's crazy, right? Anyone watch that, Squid Game? I'm sure probably just about everyone except for me. I imagine I will at some point. I just have other shows I want to finish. I'm weird like that. I want to finish one show before I go into the other. Squid Game cast. Okay, so pretty quick in terms of how we got there. You can hit that to go there. You got that to go back. Circle home. Square brings up your windows. Screenshot as well. Scroll all the way over. You can hit clear all. Hey, who's that guy? Let's test out the speakers. Of course, it's tough to hear through a video, but you get the idea. So let's see. So that's the one we did on the Edge. That was the iPhone 13. Today we have the Moto Edge. This is the 2021 version. You may remember the one from last year. It was priced at about $1,000. This particular one, 256 gigs, 108 megapixel camera. So sound-wise, not bad. I mean, at least me physically hearing it here, it sounds great. Don't want to play any music because I don't want to get attacked by YouTube in terms of licensing and things like that. So you scroll over, you have your Google feed, so you can keyboard-wise. So your keyboard's decent size. Sometimes it lets you do that. You have your menu from the top. So a lot of people are like, where's my battery percentage at? All right, so I scroll down and I see it right here as I reach for my Apple Pencil. Now this is a 5G phone, but it's not connected to service, so it just says 4G. Then you have another menu here you can pull down. And you can also edit these and move them around by hitting that. That's an easy way to go to your settings. So when you go to your settings, you'll see you see how you have that, that's your comment, right? Your circle, your square, your triangle there. But a lot of the newer phones are coming with gestures is what they call them. So simple system navigation. You can change this obviously. So we have 3-button navigation set up. If we hit gesture, it changes it to this, which is essentially what iPhone has. So now that bar, I take my finger, I hold it down, I can bring up the windows I had. I get out of it just by hitting somewhere. So you can do that. Now say you're in a window and you're like, how do I get out of it? Swipe away. Now say that you were somewhere and you're, well, how do I get out of it? Well, you got to go all the way down to here, grab that bar and swipe away. So you can switch whichever you like between the gestures and the navigation to go back to the circle, square, or triangle, or use this one. So it's really a preference. You have your notifications that all pile up here, which is very common with your Androids. That's generally how you access it. Your settings, it's going to give you things here that you can do to personalize and adjust. You can also hard press onto the screen. And you have your home settings, widgets, wallpapers, and styles. So say that we hit widgets. Well, now we can take this widget, hold it down, I feel it vibrate, and I bring it to the screen. Well, now you have your calendar on one of your windows. And then say if you wanted another window, you can bring that over, and there you go. And then you can add more widgets. So Android has always been very customizable. And iPhone 13, their software 13, not their phone 13, recently got widgets. So there's tons of different things in here that you can see and mess around with. Overall, the phone feels good. It feels very similar to the Edge. The differences are that this is 48 megapixel. The Edge, you're going to get more of a camera. And it's really interesting. And I'm going to do a video and just compare them head to head. Phone-wise, price-wise, this is very similar in cost to the Edge. It's actually a little bit less. You have your SD card that you can put in here. The Edge does not offer that. And you have 48 megapixels where the Edge is 108. So those are two differences. So really, it just depends on how much you're going to use the phone and what you want from the phone. If you're like, oh man, I got to have a good camera, well then this isn't the phone for you. You're going to want more of the Edge. If you're like, ooh, I really like that SD card, it just makes me feel comfortable, I don't like cloud storage, well then you're going to want this one. This is 128 gigs of storage. The Edge comes in two, 128 or 256. So it really just depends on your preferences. Again, cost-wise, if you're doing it monthly, then it's really not much difference between the two. If you're buying it outright, then obviously you're going to want to look at the price point and see what's going to be better. But I don't know. Tell me what you think about this phone. Would this be your next Android phone? Motorola invented the game, right? They're well known in the cell phone industry. So they have patented a circular antenna that runs through. So with Motos, you should actually have a better cellular connection. Nokia did that as well in terms of 5G. It was developed particularly for 5G, so that phone has a good connection as well. So Motorola's been in it for a while. I mean, LG's not doing phones anymore. So really, you have your Moto, you have your Pixel, you have your Samsung, you have Huawei, you have Nokia. There are other brands, but then your carrier may not carry all of them. So that depends too. Headphone Jack, the Edge does not have that. The Moto One does. Maybe you don't like Bluetooth headsets and you liked the cable with that. Or maybe in your vehicle, you need that auxiliary cord because you don't have Bluetooth streaming. So then this would be the phone for you if you have a long commute. But tell me what you think of it. Tell me, put in the comments if this would be your next Android phone. Tell me, what do you think between the Edge and the One? And again, I think we're going to do that video and comparing them. I think that'd be a good video, like a head-to-head battle, if you will. So as always, like, share, comment, and make it a great day.